to discuss another important geography topic, that is soils. Guys, soil is the most important topic. There are number of questions that it asks from the chapter geography. I did made the geography chapter 11th standard NCERT book. This is the prime book, mostly questions coming from the 11th NCERT geography book, guys. 11th NCERT geography is the most important. There are number of important chapters like physical geography, and there is a like component like soils, agriculture, everything is there. 11th class NCERT is the important book for geography, guys. I will take notes from the chapter soils from the 11th geography. Okay, we are going to discuss about it. Soils, what is soil? Okay, yeah, soil is the supermost weathered layer of earth crust, supports plant growth. Okay, yes guys, it is the weathered layer about, if it is like earth, okay, this is earth, core area and earth mantle area, sorry, this is core area, mantle area, and earth crust area. This is earth crust. Earth crust area. Okay, the surface of the area earth is earth crust. Okay, yeah, earth crust actually it is about 35 kilometers of depth of earth surface. Earth surface, from the earth surface it is about 35 kilometers in depth, that is earth crust, guys. The soils or soil texture or soil physical feature based on earth crust, guys. Okay, yeah, how it is formed? Okay, this is the question actually they did ask in the previous year exam. Formed by soils, formed by, how there are different type of soils: red soil, black soil, alluvial soil, okay, and desert soil. Such as soils are different based on their formation, which is rock weathering, deposition, and biological activity and time. These are the four factors are main reason for the soil formation. They did ask a previous year question. Time is also there is a factor for the soil formation. Of course, some like rocks, they turn into the metamorphic, after that they turn into the soil or mineral by the processing, weathering or deposition based on their time. Okay, time can decide. Okay, after time, that is the material turn into the another material. As you know, the carbonic compounds like living things like plants, like trees, okay, they turn into the fossils, the fossil turn into the coal later turn into the petroleum later turn into the graphite and a diamond. These are the changes, the morphosis changes is going to take place according to the time. Okay, yes, in this way there is a soil formation or four factors are framed, that is like weathering is the process, and deposition, and biological activity and time. What is biological activity? There are plenty of bacteria, or there are other plants, okay, their rhizomes, they can change the soil texture. Okay, they can change the soil one form to the next form. Okay, yes, and the factors, parent rock is the main factor, climate also, relief, and organisms and time factors. Okay, formed by weathering, deposition, biological activity and time. The main factors are parent rock, climate, and relief, and organism and time. Parent rock, as you know guys, this is one rock type, this is one rock type, okay. Assume it rock, okay. Of course, there is a climate also decide the soil, right. This is rock, parent rock, that is actually if any rain, okay, rain mean there is a climate can affect, this is the rain enter into the rock, mean guys what is relief here? Relief mean the surface of the rock, if the climate mean any extreme weather condition like air or water enter into the rock, okay. That is actually rock breakdown inside and formation of a small rocks, okay. This is the small rocks, further this is small rocks further turn into the particles like soils. There is a soil which is suitable for the vegetation, okay. This is actually take a time, okay. Yeah, so climate is the reason, this is the weathering, actually rock turned into the soil is weathering. Deposition mean there are plenty of rivers, the water rivers, they can take away certain amount of deposition, like surface of the earth there is some particles, sand particles together to form, flow along with water and they can settle down in a plain, that is the plain is a place called that is weathering, okay. Sand for suitable for the plant growth, okay. Vegetation and multiple soils formed, guys, okay. Mainly you have to remember weathering, deposition, biological activity and time is the major factor for the formation of soil, okay. Yeah, the process is what? Weathering is the main process, erosion and humidification and leaching, okay. These are the 4 factors are the soil process forming. This is also most important for coming exam, guys. This is also most important. Weathering mean the rocks, there is a mechanical and chemical changes of rock structure, okay. Yeah, rock they can break into small particles, okay, chemical or physical like mechanical. Erosion or deposition by rivers, winds, glaciers and sea. These are the by rivers, there is a erosion or deposition took place, okay, to formation of new soil, If come to the any river flowing area, there is a river flowing area, certain amount of that is area they can cut down by the river flowing, okay. That is the sand or that is the soil, they can turn into the another place into the next soil, that is the erosion and deposition, okay. Deposition means there is a cut down of that area of the sand and they can transform into the another place, that is the deposition, okay. Yeah, humidification mean any matter, any strong material like either it is rock, either it is living things like any living fossils, they can decompose with the texture of any bacteria, okay, any fungal infection like fungal, like they can break down the living things or living fossils into the soil, guys. That is actually humidification, decaying of organic matter, okay. Yeah, organic matter nothing but that is the dead fossils. Okay, leaching, downward removal of mineral by water. Okay, yeah, by water it can be crossed, there is a downward of the rock, there is a mineral, they can, yeah, if any big rock is there, okay, water is always flowing through the rock, there is a certain amount of rock they can melt in the water after certain a period, that is the mineralization, that is we can call mineralization. Here we can call leaching. Okay, I hope you guys understand this. Okay, these are the 4 processes are there for the soil forming, guys. And next, just look into here, this is important for exam point of view, guys. Okay, major soils in India, major soils in India, just look into here, this is the hilly area, Jammu Kashmir is the hilly area. Okay, Ladakh, Jammu Kashmir, Ladakh, this area Himachal Pradesh or hilly area, that is forest and mountain soil is there. Okay, that is topography of this North India, especially Jammu Kashmir, Ladakh and Himachal Pradesh, that is hill area, that is forest and mountain soil. This is terrace soil. Terrace soil means deposition, the fertile deposition along with these rivers, Ganga, Brahmaputra rivers, they can deposit certain soil, okay, formation from the hilly areas to here, that is the terrace soil, highly fertile soil. Okay, this is also hilly area, okay, forest and mountain soil. This is a desert, Rajasthan, desert, guys, Thar desert, this is the desert and arid soil, desert and arid soil, there is a no water itself. Okay, yeah, alluvial soil, this is the most fertile soil. Okay, alluvial soil, or this area, this Indo-Gangetic plate, okay, this is all over plain, guys, this is all over plain area, alluvial. Okay, that is the highly fertile soil, this is the soil is the type of deposition soil. Okay, deposition soil, guys. Alluvial soil nothing but it is the deposition soil, there is a soil is deposited by the flowing rivers, especially Ganga, Brahmaputra and Indus. Okay, yeah, this is the black soil, black soil, how it is formed? This is the rock, especially igneous rocks turn into the black soil, igneous rocks turn into the metamorphic rock turn into the black soil. Okay, this is actually, there is a like any earthquake technique, plate tectonic is there, right? Plate tectonic activity creates such a like lava which is enter into the earth surface, that is igneous rock, rocks turn into the metamorphic, igneous rock turn into the metamorphic rock, that is the metamorphic rock further turn into the black soil, guys. This is about black soil. This is the red soil. Red soil is there is a metal, ferric oxides are the reason for this soil, guys. Okay, this is mixed red soil. Okay, just look into here, delta alluvial soil. Delta alluvial soil mean the river Godavari, here just look into here, the river Godavari and Krishna and Mahanadi together to form here delta, okay, delta soil, coastal alluvial soil, coastal area. This is the erosion soil, erosion type soil, and this is the deposition soil type. Okay, this is the erosion. This is the Ganga delta, Ganga, Brahmaputra delta. The largest delta in the world is, this is the Sundarban delta. Sundarban. This is the delta soil, that is Ganga Brahmaputra delta. This is the Godavari Krishna delta. Delta is alluvial soil, guys. Okay, just look into this. This is the most important. There is a question coming from these soils. Okay, hilly area. Sikkim is the hilly area, right? Okay, there is a Sikkim also hilly area. There is a like soil is mountainous soil in the Sikkim. This is the Sikkim, Arunachal Pradesh. This is okay. Red soil is there. Okay, in the eastern states. Okay, yeah. Laterite soil is there here. This part, and this part. Laterite soil. Okay, we are going to detail discussion about each soil, guys. Okay, yes. Classification, ICAR classification, Indian Council of Agriculture Research, Delhi, that can be classified into the soils in India, mainly alluvial soil. Major 8 type soil are there. Okay, first alluvial soil. How it is from alluvial soil? This is the highly fertile soil. Okay, deposited by rivers. This is important. The formation of alluvial soil is deposited by the rivers. Okay, yeah, the rivers carry the material to form a like area which is land. Okay, that is, rivers are mainly Indus, Ganga and Brahmaputra. These are the northern rivers. Northern rivers, they created a plain. Okay, that is a deposited rivers, guys. Northern plains, Assam, Gujarat Delta and coastal plains. 43% of area is this alluvial soil. This is important for exam. How much the area is covered by alluvial soil is 43%. About 100%, 43% is alluvial soil, guys. This is important. Okay, for exam point of view, mainly the area, plain area where the rivers can take the soil into the deposited, the area is called deposition. Okay, the plain mainly. The texture is sandy, loam and clay. Okay, yeah, it is very fertile. It is very fertile and rich potash, lime and phosphoric acid. This is important, guys. Okay. Okay, yeah, just look into here. Rich in potash, okay, and phosphorus. This is important. Phosphorus and lime. Alluvial soil, rich in potash, phosphorus and lime. This is important for exam point of view. Okay, yeah. It is deficient in nitrogen and humus, guys. This is also important. Nitrogen is not there in the alluvial soil. Okay, this is important. Nitrogen is absent, mostly absent. Okay, and humus also not there. Okay, types of alluvial soil in the northern plains. In the northern plains, there is a types of alluvial soil most important for exam point of view. That is Khadar, Bangar. Okay, so Khadar is what? Bangar is what? Khadar is a new alluvium. Okay, it is the fertile and frequently renewed by floods. Okay, Khadar is the actually frequently they changes. Okay, mean if the river is flow today, they can take the sand, take the soil, that is Khadar. Okay, tomorrow if there is another flood, there is another like soil is came, that is the Khadar. Bangar is the old alluvium. Okay, that is coarse, it is less fertile, conker and nodules of calcium carbonates also there. Bangar is the old alluvium, mean the which is deposited previously, later Khadar came. Okay, Khadar is the new alluvium fertile soil and Bangar is the old alluvium fertile soil. This is important for exam point of view, guys. Crops support. this alluvial soil support what kind of crop? Obviously, you know, north side it is rice and wheat, and sugar cane Uttar Pradesh mostly, cotton Uttar Pradesh, jute is West Bengal, and pulses and oil seeds. Pulses is Madhya Pradesh, oil seeds. Mainly these crops are supported by the soil, alluvial soil. Previous year question they did ask, Khadar is more fertile than Bangar. Of course, Khadar is the more fertile than Bangar. Khadar is the new alluvium, Bangar is the old alluvium soil. Guys, just look into here again. According to the ICAR, Indian Council of Agriculture Research, Delhi, classified soil into the 8 categories, 8 types. They can ask you, according to the ICAR, how many types soils are divided? How many types of soils are there according to the ICAR? 8 types. 8 types. There is a question. Okay, 8 types. What are they? First one is alluvial soil. First one is alluvial soil. Alluvial soil is the formation by deposition. The process of the alluvial soil formation is deposition. This is important. Deposition by river. This is important, for example. And there is a rivers, major rivers, they are reason for the formation of alluvial soil. And especially northern plains, Assam, Gujarat delta, okay, are the regions for the alluvial soils. 43% is the alluvial soil there in India. This is important for exam point of view. And there is texture they don't ask you. The fertile, it is very fertile, rich in potash and lime and phosphorus. This is important, they can ask you. And there is a deficiency of nitrogen and humus. Deficit of nitrogen and humus. This is important for exam point of view, guys. Okay, nitrogen and humus is not there in the alluvial soil. So types of alluvial soil are Khadar and Bangar. Khadar is the new fertile, new alluvial soil, that is highly fertile soil, and Bangar is the old alluvium deposited, that is less fertile according to this Khadar. Khadar is the high fertile, Bangar is the low fertile, guys. The supported crops are rice, wheat, sugar cane, cotton, pulses, oil seeds. Guys, this is about alluvium soil. 43% of area India comes under alluvial soil. This is important for coming exam, guys. Okay? Yes. Take a screenshot. Next, black soil. Next, black soil. Just look into here picture. This is the black soil. Okay? Black soil. Black soil location is where? Okay? From volcanic rocks, Deccan basalt plate. Volcanic activity, through the volcanic activity, if the earth is, the magma, that is the mantle part of the earth, they can turn into the surface area of the earth, where earth crust, above the earth crust there is a formation of this molten volcanic rocks. Molten volcanic rocks, they enter into the earth crust, created a soil called black soil, we can call rigor soil. Okay? Yeah, where it is mostly Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh, Gujarat, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Telangana, Deccan Plateau. Okay? It is about 15%, guys. It is about 15%. Just look into here. Yeah, this is black soil. This is black soil. Okay? 15% is there. 15%. This is 43%. Okay? Alluvial soil is 43%, black soil is 15%. Okay? Yeah. It is clay, sticky and wet, and it is developed to cracks when dry. This is important. The character of black soil is, they can ask you, this is important. They develop cracks when it comes to the dry. Okay? Yes. And rich in lime and iron, magnesium, aluminum, and it retain moisture. This is important. Retain moisture. This is important for coming exam, guys. Okay, where I made star marks, that is the statements they did ask in the previous year exam, previous exams. they did ask. That is the matter, guys. Either it is statement wise or any option. Retain the moisture. Black soil has a capability to retain moisture. Okay. Deficient, this is important. Phosphorus is not there in the black soil, and nitrogen also not there in the black soil star, and organic matter also not there in the black soil. Okay. Phosphorus is and nitrogen is not there in the black soil. We have to apply that. We can add the phosphorus and nitrogen for the plants which is grown in the black soil, guys. Okay. Special features, self-ploughing. This is important. Self-ploughing. Which one of the following soils are self-ploughing? Self-ploughing is the black soil, most important, guys. Okay. The deep cracks improve the aeration, deep cracks. Supported crops are the cotton, most important. Black soils, they can support mainly cotton, also called black cotton soil. Sugarcane and wheat also they can support, oil seeds and pulses, sorghum. Mainly they can support cotton, guys. They can ask you cotton supported soils are the black soils. I hope you guys understand this. Okay. Once again, volcanic activity is the first point. I can made it points. Okay. Most important points in this. Okay. They cannot ask you the states, and 15% is the second point. 15% is the second point, most important. Develop cracks is the third point. Develop crack is the third point. Okay. This is the deficient material, and retain moisture is the fourth point, most important. Okay. These are the phosphorus and nitrogen is the deficit. Okay. Fifth point, deficit of phosphorus and nitrogen. Self-ploughing is the most important, sixth point. Okay. Black cotton soil is the seventh point. These 7 points are the most important in the black soil, guys. I hope you guys understand. Take a screenshot. Okay. Yes. Next. Completed black soil. Next. Red and yellow soil. Red and yellow soil. Yeah, weathering or crystalline igneous metamorphic rock is the reason for the red soil. Okay, igneous or metamorphous rocks are the reason for the red soil. Okay, parts of Odisha, Chhattisgarh and southern Karnataka are the major area. Okay, Andhra and Tamil Nadu, Jharkhand also. This is 18% area. 18% area. Okay. Second most. Okay. Red due to the ferric oxides. Red texture due to the ferric oxide, and yellow when it is hydrated. If it is hydrated, it turns into the yellow. Okay. Sandy clay and porous and less fertile. These are the most important characters. Okay, of the red soil, guys. Okay. Yes. Deficit of the nitrogen and humus. Deficit of nitrogen and humus and phosphoric acid and rich in potash, guys. Rich in potash. Rich in potash is the most important, guys. Okay. Yeah. Crops they can support millets, groundnut, pulses, potato, rice in the lowland. Okay. Mainly if come to the red soil, it is igneous metamorphous rock is the first point. Okay. Igneous metamorphous rock is the first point. Okay. 18% is the second point. 18% is the second point. Ferric oxide is the third point. Ferric oxide is the third point. Okay. Yes. It is turned into the yellow if it is hydrated, if it is a water loss. Okay. Yeah. This is the texture also they can ask you, that is fourth point is the texture. Texture of the soil, red soil, sandy clay, porous and less fertile. This is the fertility, nitrogen, humus, phosphoric acid is the deficit, fifth point, and rich in potash, which is sixth point. Okay, yeah, these 6 points are the most important for black soil, or sorry, red soil. Okay, most important for the red soil. You guys remember it is 18% in India. Okay, 18% in India. Most important, guys, take a screenshot. This is enough, guys. If come to the soils, this is enough. This is the PDF is the enough, I made it. Okay, yes. Next, laterite soil, laterite soil. Okay, what is the laterite soil? It is very less, okay, formation to intense leaching of high rainfall and temperature. Okay, high rainfall and temperature created a laterite soil. It is located Karnataka, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Madhya Pradesh, Odisha, Assam, Meghalaya. It is about 3.7%, guys. 3.7%. It can be red due to the iron oxide. It can be also red due to the iron oxide. Fertility poor, very poor humus and nutrient, very poor and nutrients. Okay, it is leached. Okay, yes, suitable for the tea, coffee, cashew nuts. Okay, yeah, it is also used for the bricks, guys. Most areas where the hilly areas where the high temperature, high rainfall, like Western Ghats, Eastern Himalayas. Okay, these areas are the high rainfall, high humidity, high temperature. Okay, laterite soil character is high rainfall, high temperature areas. First point. Okay, first point is laterite soil, high temperature, high rainfall. Second point, they don't ask you the distribution, the states. Okay, yeah, they can ask you the percentage. Second is 3%. They can ask you the order, increasing order or decreasing order of the percentage of soil. Okay, yes, and iron oxide is the reason for the red color. Iron oxide is the reason for the red color. And poor nutrient, this is important, guys. Poor nutrients and humus, this is important, very important for the laterite soil. Okay, it can be support coffee, cashew. Okay, this is fifth point. These 5 points are the most important for the laterite soil, guys. Mainly laterite soil are the, they can useful for the like cashew nuts and tea plantation. Okay, where it is located, hilly areas, especially high rainfall, high temperature, it created high humid. They can, yeah, actually deficit of poor humus and nutrients, guys, because of heavy rainfall created to loss of the mineralization. Okay, in that way, it is poor humus and nutrients, guys. Okay, yeah, take a screenshot. Next, arid and desert soils. Arid and desert soil. You know, desert is where in west part of the India, that is Rajasthan, okay, northwest part, sand deposit by wind, okay, not water. The alluvial soil deposited by water, mean rivers, but here desert soil is deposited by wind, especially Rajasthan, Gujarat, Haryana, Punjab, western part. It is 4.4% of area, guys, 4.4% of area. Okay, texture is sandy, saline and alkaline, low humus, moisture is very evaporation, low, water retention is very low. Okay, irrigation is wheat, barley and maize, cotton, pulses. Okay, very easy desert soil, guys, very easy of desert soil, you have to go through it. Okay, yes, so here you have to mind it, the wind is the first point, 4.4 to second point, and this is third point. Okay, yeah, they don't ask you more than that. Okay, third points, 3 points are the most important for the desert soil, guys. Okay, next, forest soil. forest soil. The formation of weathering of hills and organic matter of hilly forest. Himalayas, Western Ghats, Eastern Ghats, it is 8.5%. It is 8.5% forest soil. Okay? Yes. And loamy and silty valley areas and course of infertile upper slopes. Okay? It is about the crop support tea, coffee, spices, and there is a temperate fruits like apple, peach, apricot. Okay? This is the forest type of soil, guys. Just look into here enough. They don't ask you more about it. Okay? Yes. I hope you guys understand it. Okay? Yep. Next soil is saline and alkaline soil. Saline and alkaline soil. It is about how it is formation, poor drainage and high evaporation, accumulation of salts. Yeah, as you know, the river end where the sea enter, there is a seashore areas, saline water is there. Okay, yeah, where dry areas are there, saline, Maharashtra. Okay, fertile, it is erosion. They don't ask you this mostly. You just look into here. They did not ask previously about saline soil. Okay, the salinity of saline soil is 5% to 30% of salinity. Salinity of saline soils, guys. Okay, yes. Yeah, marshy soils. Okay, formation of like soils are in humid regions. The high rainfall, organic matter of accumulation. If any high rainfall area, if any plants or they can decay, they can turn into the humidification. Okay, yeah. Distribution of Kerala, coastal Odisha, Bengal and northern Bihar, Sundarban areas, mostly high rainy areas. Okay, marshy soils are there, especially you know mangrove forest. Okay, mangrove. Forest of Sundarban Delta. Sundarban Delta is there is a mangrove forest or the major area of the marshy soil. Okay, yes. Next, soil erosion and conservation. This is also important, guys. This is also important. They can ask you, they did ask actually reason for the soil erosion. Okay, removal of topsoil by wind or water. By wind or water. By wind or water, the removal of the topsoil. Okay, yeah, that is soil erosion. Okay, the types of erosion is gully erosion, sheet erosion and wind erosion. Okay, causes, what are the causes? This is important for exam, guys. What are the causes for the soil erosion? This is important. They did ask previous year exam. Deforestation, overgazing, shifting cultivation, faulty farming. I mean, if at any deforestation, if you cut the trees, okay, there is no secure of that land surface. Trees can be protected as a defense, sir, okay, for the from the rain or wind. Okay, yeah. In that way, if it is deforestation, overgazing, if the plants, such a plants eat by the animals, okay, there is a land also can affect by wind or rain. And shifting cultivation. Shifting cultivation mean if the cut the trees and there is a cultivation is took place 1 year and next year they went to the another place for the cultivation to cut down the trees and make the cultivation of land. Okay. Conservation method also important, how we conserve the soil, afforestation and ploughing, counter ploughing. I mean we can plantation and tracing strips, strip cropping, shelter beds and They don't ask you. This is the causes they can ask you. Causes is the most important for the soil protection, guys. Points about exam. This is important for coming exam, guys. Important for coming exam, especially. Alluvial soil is the largest group in India. Alluvial soil is the largest group in India, and this is the alluvial is a Khadar type alluvial. Okay, self-ploughing is the black soil is the self-ploughing, and soil for cotton is the black soil. Okay, yeah, soil with laterite bricks is the laterite soil. Acidic soil with the humus is the peaty soil. Okay, soil problem with Punjab, Haryana is saline and alkaline soil. Punjab, Haryana. Red color causes for the ferric oxide. Yellow color is the cause for the hydrated of iron oxide. These are the main points for the exam point of view. Take a screenshot. Okay, these are the main points for the exam point of view, guys. Okay, yeah, this is the table most important for you guys. Take a screenshot. Table most important for a screenshot. Take a screenshot, guys. Soil type alluvial, black, red, yellow, and laterite and arid desert, forest, mountain, and saline water. Saline, alkaline soil. Guys, just look into here. Percentage wise, this is the first alluvial soil is the first percentage. They can ask you increasing order or decreasing order. Okay. Second one is this one, guys. Red, yellow soil. Third one is black soil. Fourth one is forest soil. Okay. Fifth one is arid soil. Okay. Sixth one is laterite, and this is seventh one. Okay. Yeah, both soils. And they can ask you supportive crops. Regarding soil. Deficits is the most important in the soil, guys. Deficit is the most important. What are the elements, okay, are deficit in the soil? Most important in the coming exam, guys. Take a screenshot. I made it very easy. Okay, alluvial soil deficit is the nitrogen, phosphorus, and humus is the deficit. Alluvial soil, 43% soil. Okay, yeah, they can support rice, wheat, sugarcane, and jute, pulses, oils, seeds. Black soil, nitrogen is deficit, phosphorus is deficit, organic matter is deficit. Red and yellow, nitrogen and phosphorus, humus, same like alluvial. Okay. Laterite soil, nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, and humus also not there. Desert arid soil, nitrogen is not there, phosphorus is not there, excess of salt is there. Okay. Yeah. Forest mountain soils, deficit of lime, potash, phosphorus, nitrogen is there in the forest. Okay. Saline alkaline water, sodium potassium is there, excess of sodium potassium is there, low of that fertility is saline and alkaline soil, guys. This is important table for coming exam, just you have to focus it. This is the percentage, this is soil type, and this is the deficit is the most important, guys, most important for coming exam. Okay. Yes, I hope you guys understand this. Next, exam point of view, keywords I made it. The largest soil group is alluvial, second largest is red yellow soil, soil with cracks, self-ploughing is black soil, soil for the cotton is the black soil, soil rich in humus but acidic is peaty, soil reclaimed with gypsum is saline alkaline, tea coffee soils are laterite and forest soil. This is the most important slide for coming exam, right, guys. I made it based on previous year questions. And there is a trend following by exams. Okay, I made it very important, guys. You have to be follow enough. Okay, key points for exam orientation. You don't need any notes, guys. I made it from the NCERT books. You no need to go for any notes. If you come across this, enough, and practice the bits is enough later. Yeah, practice of the question, the largest group of soil, alluvial soil, is 43%. Previous year UPSC question, SSC CGL question, guys. Okay, the largest group of soil is alluvial soil, 43%. And soil fertility, Khadar versus Bangar. Okay, Khadar soils are considered more fertile than Bangar because it is finer, very fine and renewed annually, mean every year the deposition is going to took place by Khadar soil, not Bangar. That is previous year UPSC question, guys, previous year UPSC question. Black soil is called self-flowing soil. Black soil is also known as regur soil, that is they did ask previous SSC CGL and state PSC, state exam, guys. Okay, black soil, there is another name of black soil is regur soil. This is important. Okay. Soil deficiency. Okay, alluvial soil are generally deficient in nitrogen and phosphorus. Previous year UPSC prelims, guys, previous year UPSC question. The alluvial soil deficient is mostly nitrogen and phosphorus, alluvial or red soil. Mostly nitrogen and phosphorus are deficit in India soils. Okay, except that hilly areas. Okay, yeah, red soil, the color of red soil is due to, okay, yeah, iron compounds, guys, iron oxide. Iron oxides, they can give the red color for the soil, guys. Ferric oxides, we can call ferric oxide. Previous year SSC CGL and UPSC question, guys. Okay, yeah, this is important, why it is red soil become red, that is ferric oxides. Yellow soil, okay, red soils appear yellow when, this is previous year exam, UPSC and state exams also appeared this question. Hydrated of iron oxide to become yellow soil, guys. Okay, if the iron oxides are hydrated, okay, it is turned into the yellow. Mean if iron oxide, there is a soil is iron oxide contains soil, if we apply the water, it turn into the yellow. Okay, hydrated of iron oxide to become yellow, that is UPSC and state PSC exam, guys. Laterite soil, okay, laterite soil is the best suit for the which of the following crops? Previous year UPSC question, cashew nuts, this is important. Where there is a hilly areas like Arak Valley, there is a coastal areas, mainly they can support that soil support for the cashew nuts. Okay, UPSC question previous. Desert soil, which of the soil fertility improves with the irrigation? Okay, yeah, desert soil actually they are not support for the irrigation. If it is if we can improve for it, it can be improved, that is desert soil. Okay, which soil fertility improves with irrigation, that is desert soil. Okay, previously UPSC question and TSPSC question also. Okay, saline soil and alkaline soils are locally called all of the following names except guys, saline soil are actually User and Ray and Kaller. Khadar is alluvial soil. Okay, fourth one is not, that is staff selection commission exam and state PSC also they did ask. Okay, yes. PT soils rich in humus but highly acidic in nature are soils rich in humus and but highly acidic in nature is PT and marshy soil. UPSC prelims question, guys. UPSC prelims question they did ask from the PT soil. Okay, yes, mostly they can neglect this soil actually. peaty and marshy soil is rich in humus but highly in acidic in nature. Okay. Humus, nothing but humus is the fossil of nitrogenous base. Nitrogenous waste fossils are create humus, guys. Nitrogenous waste, mainly carbonic waste, that turn into the acid, right? Acidic in nature. Yeah. Crop matching, the question they did ask previous year, question they did ask. Match the following: black soil, alluvial soil, laterite soil and peaty soil. Options: A. Cotton, B. Wheat, C. Cashew and D. Rice. Yeah, peaty soil. Black soil is cotton, obviously. Alluvial soil, obviously this is wheat because of northern plains mostly alluvial. And cashew is the laterite soil, peat soil is the rice. Answer 1 is the right option. Okay. Option 1 is the right answer. Quick tricks for exams, guys. Alluvial soil is the khader fertile for wheat and rice. Black soil is cotton, they can crack and self-loving. Red soil is the iron oxide, they can support millet and potato and groundnut. Laterite soil mainly they can support for the cashew and coffee. Okay. Yeah. Desert soil need irrigation and wheat and barley, cotton they can cultivate. Saline soil they can call Ray, Usa and Kellar, need gypsum. Peaty soil humus rich, acidic in nature, rice, jute and grown. Mountain soil they can fertile for the tea and fruits and spices. These are the quick revision for the exam, guys. Most important points I did made from the MCQs. Okay. Yeah, this is all our soils, guys. This is all over the topic soil is completed within 1 hour class. This is enough for you guys. If you come across this and you have to practice more questions about soils, at least 100 questions, 100 MCQs, enough. No need for go. There is a one question coming from the chapter. So we are going to discuss agriculture chapter. The class is 3:30. You have to stay connected. Thank you.